we will discuss the note making, which carries 8 marks. Okay. For this, you need to have good knowledge of reading and understanding. Okay. Now, reading. Why reading will be important here? Because whenever there is note making, there is a passage, a big passage, and that passage you have to read, you have to go through that passage. But why do you make the notes? Anyone who can tell me why do we make notes? Anyone of
Ma'am, to
you?
revise easily.
Very good.
Easily.
Very good. To revise easily. Anything else?
To
When
pick
you,
out the important things from a paragraph.
very good.
Ma'am,
So
to understand the things clearly.
okay, very good.
Ma'am, to condense the material in small paragraphs.
Okay. In brief, right? In brief. So whatever you read or whatever you want to learn, you note it down so that in future when you need it and you take out the notes, you are able to understand it. The basic concepts are very, very clearly noted down in brief, in short. Okay. And this short noting down will be elaborated when you are either presenting something or when you are appearing in the examination or anything that you want to give the speech, some, if you want to give that. Okay, suppose you have to stand on the stage and give a speech on a particular topic. What usually you do, you write the whole speech and then you learn it. And suppose you don't learn it, what you do is you note down the important points that I have to tell about this, about this, about this. Important points you note down. And then when you go on the stage, you just see this point and you remember, yes, I have to speak on these points. So that is note making, when you note down the important point, right? Suppose you are in a lecture. Okay, suppose you are in a lecture and you have to note down. Will you note down each and everything that the teacher says?
No, ma'am.
No. What do you note down?
The
Only
important
The
point.
important
important
points.
point.
Important thing.
The
Very good.
important.
The important points. The important points which are told by the teacher, you note it down, and when you go home, you just look at those points and you remember, yes, this was taught in this way. So you remember everything, right? So note making is very important, not only for students, but for everyone. Suppose there is a meeting and in the meeting many agendas are discussed. You don't write everything that the president or the secretary or the chief of that particular office says. You note down the important points, right? And then you remember, okay, this is the point that was discussed in the meeting, right? So when we can't remember everything elaborately, we remember the things which are told in brief, and that is note making. Clear? Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
note making is a way of recording important details from a source, right? It can be anything. Okay, it can be a meeting, it can be a lecture, it can be discussion, it can be a book, anything. What you have is a paragraph. Okay, you have to read the paragraph and make the notes. Now, what are the advantages of note making? Can anyone read it? The first one?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, may I read?
Yes, yes, sure.
It has great importance in exams or in academic writing.
Okay. In the exams, when you read the whole chapter and when you revise it, what you do is what you have noted down from the chapter, Why, before entering the examination hall, you look at those points, isn't it? Before the exam,
Yes,
you look
ma'am.
at those points and you remember it. Yes, these are the points that I have to cover up when I have to write this particular answer. Okay, so it has great importance in exams or in academic writing. Second one.
It is an organization of main points for future use.
Yes, organization of main points. Suppose you have to write a paragraph, okay, or a speech. So if you want to give a speech and you have to write the main points, you have to note it down, okay. So if you note it down, it will be in a sequence, right? So organizing the main points in a sequence for future use. Either it can be for a speech or it can be for writing an article, anything. So for organizing, we write it in points. Okay, next.
It helps in note making helps in keeping the information handy whenever we
Require, right? Whenever we need. If you keep the notes intact, you don't throw it away. Don't write it on paper and throw it away. No. If you keep it intact, whenever you want it, you can take it out and you can use it, right? You don't have to go through the whole chapter again. You have the notes, and from that notes you can use it, right? Okay, next.
It helps in recollecting and recalling the past events said or heard.
Yes. When you make the notes of a lecture, suppose you are asked to attend a lecture of a great personality of public speaker. Can you name any public speaker? Yes, there are many public speakers who give you so many messages, right? Yes, anyone?
Ma'am, Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela, okay, is a great personality.
Ma'am, Sudhanshu
Suppose,
Maheshwari.
huh? Again, beta,
Ma'am,
I can't hear.
Sudhanshu Maheshwari.
I can't hear.
Ma'am, Sudhanshu Maheshwari. He is a
Sudhanshu
motivational
Maheshwari.
speaker.
Yes, Sudhanshu Maheshwari. He is a great public speaker. Huh? And
Ma'am, Chetan Bhagat.
Chetan Bhagat. There are many-
Sadhguru.
Huh?
Sadhguru.
You know many public speakers, but you know what happens whenever you attend those people's meeting, right? They tell you about so many things. But when you come out of the hall, you remember everything. But when you reach home, half of the things which he had told just get erased from your mind. So if you keep a note what that person had told, right? What will happen? You will recall what he had said. You have heard about Shiv Khera? You have heard about
Yes,
Shiv
ma'am.
Khera, the most renowned public speaker, right? He started the trend of public speaking, right? Okay, so when you hear those people and if you keep the notes, it will always be helpful even in the future, right? Next. Next. Read it.
It helps in concentrating, understanding, and provides a permanent
Record, right? Very good. When you keep the note, you have the concentration, right? You may not remember writing the complete sentence, but you will remember when you write a particular word, and if that is abbreviated, you are definitely going to remember. So it is going to be a permanent record in your copy. So whenever you take it out, you are going to understand, right? Next.
Note-making format helps the writer to go through bulky documents quicker.
Yes. Bulky means volume, having a lot of volume. Suppose there are 150 pages, right? A person goes through 150 pages and then he writes a note of 10 pages. Next time what he will have to read is
10 pages.
Yes, only
Sir-
10 pages, not those 150 pages. So he will not have to go that bulky document again, right? So he will read the notes and he is going to understand it. Okay, next.
It helps in understanding a material if the notes are in own words.
Own words, right? Always write the notes in your own words, right? It is very easy to write, copy it down from the paragraph, but it is very good if you write it in your own words, because you understand and then you write. You choose the synonyms of those words, right? You use the words which are not used in the paragraph. Okay, next.
It distinguishes between main points and details.
Yes. Now you can understand what is the main point and what are the details. If you remember the main points, you can remember the details on its own. Right? If you remember the main points, it is very easy to remember the details. You don't have to write the notes about the details. You have to write only the main points. Right? Okay? Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The advantages of making a note. So how to make the note, right? There is a format. If you are going for your note making for your own purpose from the chapters that you have read, that is up to you how do you write it. But when you are writing it for the examination purpose, it has a particular format. Okay, you have to follow this fixed note making format. Okay, right? Anyone who is joining or anyone who wants to say something? No, I think all of you have joined. Okay, so what you have to do is, see, there are steps. I'll tell you how you make the notes. Okay, first is title. When you read the message, okay, when you read the paragraph, when you go through the paragraph, you understand what actually that paragraph is about, isn't it? Can you understand what that paragraph is about if you read it once?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you understand what the paragraph is about, that is the title. Clear? The title will tell
Yes,
you
ma'am.
about the whole passage, not a single paragraph. Okay, the whole passage has a same content, that is the same matter. Okay, and that will be the title which will tell you what actually that passage is about. Okay, so title will be the heading of the note, the whole complete note, the whole passage. It should be in 3 to 4 words in bold letters and underlined. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose there is a big passage about COVID-19. Okay, having 5 different paragraphs. Okay, the first paragraph deals with something, second deals with something, and it goes on. So it has 5 paragraphs, but the whole matter is about COVID-19 and how to protect ourselves from this COVID-19. So what will be the title? Suggest a title.
Pardon?
COVID, I said 3 to 4 words.
Ma'am, COVID-19, the pandemic.
Very good. Very good.
Coronavirus and its
The head-
measures.
Coronavirus and its
Measures.
protection. Okay, protection or prevention. Okay. Next. Someone else was
Precautions
havoc
related COVID-19.
COVID-19.
the havoc of COVID-19. One boy was speaking.
Ma'am, precautions related to COVID-19.
Precautions related to COVID-19. Very good. Did you understand this? Is it clear how to write the title?
Yes,
It will be
ma'am.
in bold letters. Okay, it will be
Yes,
in
ma'am.
bold letters. That is capital letters. And it should be underlined. Okay, this is for the whole passage. Title is for the whole passage. So come to paragraphs. Each paragraph will have a separate heading. Okay, when you read the paragraph, suppose if we are dealing with COVID-19, the first paragraph will be the introduction. Introduction about COVID-19, how COVID-19 spread. So the heading will be for that paragraph. So what can be the heading for that paragraph? Spread of COVID-19. Okay, this will not be in the bold. Okay, this will not be in the bold letters. It will be the normal running hand. Okay, so the first paragraph will have its own heading. Now heading, then subheading. Okay, and subheading. Each paragraph will have heading, subheading, and subheading. That means the heading will tell you what actually that paragraph tells you about. That is the main point. Okay, and the subheading will be details. Okay, and subheading will be the finer details. Got it? Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now with this we need to have indentions. How to indent the heading, subheading, and subheading. Indent means you give the either numbers or letters or numerals, Roman numerals. You assign these letters or numerals to the heading, subheading, and subheading. You don't use bullets, you don't use dashes. Clear? If you are using bullets, you won't get any marks. If you are using dashes, you won't get any marks. You have to use correct indent. Right? So indentation is very, very important, and that is used in heading, subheading, and subheading. If you are having 5 paragraphs, you can have 5 headings. If you are having 6 or 7 or 8 paragraphs, you have to join the paragraphs because maximum 5 headings should be there. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Maximum 5 headings should be there. If you are having more than 5 paragraphs, join 2 small paragraphs. If you are having 3 paragraphs, right, either you can break it into 2 to make it 4, right? Okay, don't make less than 4 headings. Minimum you have 4 headings and not more than 5. So you either you join the paragraphs or you break the paragraphs to make it 4 to 5 headings. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have to give the indent either A, B, C. If you are giving A for the first paragraph, B for second paragraph, C for third, D for fourth, and E for fifth. If you are giving 1 for first, 2 for second, 3 for third, 4 for fourth, and 5 for fifth. If you are using Roman numerals, Roman numeral 1 for 1, first paragraph, 2 for second paragraph heading, 3 for third paragraph heading, 4 for fourth paragraph heading. You have to be uniform. Okay, you can't use a letter for first paragraph and a numeral for the second paragraph. You cannot join it. Okay, indentation should always be same for each heading. Correct? If you are using A for first, it should be B for second, C for third, T for fourth, right? If you are using 1 for first, 2 for second, 3 for third paragraph, 4 for fourth paragraph. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any problem?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No.
No,
Now
ma'am.
come to subheading. When you are writing the subheading, okay, it is the subdivision of the main topic. It is the heading is the main topic. It is the details, right, which you are writing in the brief. Okay. Now, if you are using capital letters for heading, you can use small alphabets for subheading. Okay. Do not use the same indentation as used in heading. Never. Heading for paragraph is totally different. On heading, indentation for heading is totally different, and indentation for subheading is totally different. If you are using ABC for heading, you can use small a, small b, small c for subheading, or small Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral 3 for subheading. Clear?
Yes,
You are
ma'am.
getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Subheadings. Yes. Okay. Subheading will have the finer details. Now, it is not necessary to use a subheading in each of the headings, but you must use at least once. Okay? You must use at least once. That means one heading will have heading, subheading, and subheading. The others may have heading and subheading. Okay? How to indent the subheading? In the subheading, you will write A.1, A.2, A.3. For this subheading, you will write A.1.A, A.1.B, right? Or you can use a, small b, small c for subheading, and small Roman numerals for subheading. Clear? But never use the same indentation for heading, subheading, and subheading. No. Okay? Clear? Now
Yes,
this is
ma'am.
the format. This is the format which you have to remember. Okay? Title in the center with capital letters, boldly written, underlined. Okay? Now don't see this part. Don't see this part. This is, you don't have to write this. This is A. That means this is heading. Clear? If I write A.1, this means this is subheading. A.2, this is subheading. But if I write 2.1, this is subheading. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
The format that is written here, you have to follow it. How? When you are writing the heading, you keep a margin. Okay? All the headings will be in that margin. Shift about 1 inch to the right. Write the subheadings there. Okay? And then shift to 1 inch more to write subheadings. Okay? So you will have a stair type of on the page, right? It will be a kind of stair from heading to subheading to subheading. So you will have this kind of presentation in the copy. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? You will have to prepare like a stair. One step, that means a bit about 1 inch on the right. then subheading 1 inch to the right. Okay, so it will be like a stair. You have to give the
Ma'am, in the
indentation
margin
like
only.
in the passage, in the note
Margin.
making. Not margin. Leave
No.
the margin. After the margin. Don't write anything in the margin. Nothing to be written in the margin. In the margin, you just have to write the question number. Okay? In the page itself where you are writing the answer, it will be in the 3 steps. Okay, just like the steps of a stair. Okay?
Okay.
Not in the margin, nothing in the margin. Everything will be in between the 2 margins. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this is keywords. Keywords is when you write the notes, you don't write the complete words, long words, because you are writing it in brief, right? So you use the abbreviations. Okay, you use the abbreviations. Suppose I am writing COVID is prevented by, I want to write prevented, so I will write PREVD, that is prevented. Okay, abbreviation, shortening of the words. Okay, but you can't shorten the words as you wish. There are rules which you have to follow, right? The acronyms like DAV, UNESCO, UNICEF, PMO, CAA, etc. You know this. That means the whole world knows the acronyms like DAV, UNESCO. You know this. You know DAV full form?
Dayanand Anglo-Vedic.
Very good. UNESCO, UNICEF. Do you know the full form? United Nations. What is it? Huh? UNESCO, UNICEF. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. PMO is Prime Minister's Office. Okay? So these are the acronyms which everyone knows. United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO. Okay? The second is the mathematics symbols, such as positive, negative, equal to. Okay? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Just try to find some shortened forms. Try to find.
Ma'am, you're not audible. Ma'am, your mic is muted.
Can you find? If you have found, give me some examples. Give me some examples. Shortened form like GOVT government, EXAM examination, UNIV university. Give me some others.
EDU.
EDU education. Very good. Next.
Ma'am, LTD.
Huh?
Ma'am, LTD, limited.
Limited. Very good. LTD. Yes.
CVT.
So now you are getting it. Can you understand
Yes,
this?
ma'am.
Okay. Now make your own abbreviation. How can you make your own abbreviations? By writing first few letters plus last letter. Like engineer, ENGR for engineer. ASSN for association. This is writing first few letters and the last letter. Like I said, prevented. PREVD. Prevented. Right? Okay. So you can make your own abbreviations like this. Then by writing first and last letter like Dr., Mr., etc. This is well known to everyone. Isn't it? Then third is by
Yes,
dropping all or most of the vowels, like teacher for teacher. Okay, teacher for teacher and student for student. Right? And learner, LRNR for learner. Right? You get this? But
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
what you have to keep in mind that standard or widely accepted abbreviations in your examination. Don't try to make abbreviations which are very tricky, which others cannot understand. Right? Suppose I write 0. Okay? I write 0 and I say this is equal to. Is it possible? Is it correct?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. 0, suppose I write 0 and I say this is equal to. Okay? It is not acceptable. Suppose I draw a straight line and I say I have written and. Is it correct?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. So use the abbreviations which are acceptable. Okay? Which is known to many of the people. When I say BET and I say I write N, between. All of us know this? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
I write W/O. W/O. Right? Suppose I write W/O. This is without. We know this? Right? We know this is
Yes,
without.
ma'am.
So it is acceptable, so we can use it. Okay? So all those abbreviations that are acceptable by the people all around, that is to be used in the note making. Now, how to write the note use of abbreviations? This is the keywords. Okay, after you have finished the note, okay, you have written the title, you have written the heading, you have written the main points, you have written the details, you have written the sub details, right? All those things, finer details, everything. Then you make a box. Okay, make a box with a partition. Okay, right? You make a box with a partition and on the left side write abbreviation, on the right side meanings. Okay, that is going to be the heading. Abbreviation, meaning. Then you write the first abbreviation. Suppose I have written PREVD, then I will write meaning, prevented. Okay, CONN, connection. Okay, right? So whatever abbreviation I am going to use in the note making, I have to note it down in the keywords. Clear? You have to have a box of keywords. Clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the number of
Yes, ma'am.
abbreviations, 4 to 10. Minimum 4, maximum 10. Okay? Not less than
Okay.
4, not more than 10. Keep this in mind. You don't have to fill a page using the abbreviations. No. And if you have used the abbreviation many times in the paragraph, you have repeated it. Suppose I have repeated the word prevented 6 times. Every time I have used the abbreviation. You don't have to write the same abbreviation 6 times. You have to write it only once. Okay? Now the procedure of note making. What you have to do? Read the passage provided. Right? This is called skimming. SKIMMING. Skimming is just go through the passage. Go through the passage, you will get the title. Okay. Underline the important sentences. It helps to make headings and subheadings. Make a rough note first so as to get an idea. This is not important if you are very, very sure that you can write the note in the first go. Okay. If you can write it in the first go, no need to write a rough note. Okay. Organize them in logical order or sequence for the final note. That is, if you go by the paragraph, you don't have to follow the rough note, but it should be in a sequence, in a logical order. It is not that you will write the third paragraph first and first paragraph third. No. Okay. Use the appropriate note making format and do not change the idea or the message of the passage. Whatever has been given, you have to write the same thing. You cannot change it. Okay? Clear?
Ma'am.
Okay? Now points to remember for note making format. See, the basic thing is you don't have to use sentences. Use phrases. Okay? Right? Use phrases. Grammatically, note making is always wrong. Okay? Grammatically, note making is always wrong because you are not writing the sentences, you are writing only the phrases. Okay? Avoid using long sentences as heading or title. I told you only 3 to 4 words, and in the heading it can be 6 to 7 words, not more than that. Never lose the main idea of the passage. Ignore information which is less important. Forget it. No need to write those. Okay? Be brief, clear and specific. Use logical sequencing. This is up to you which point to put first and which to put second, because that is given in the passage. You have to use that only. Okay? Use proper indentation. Indentation is very important. Leave no space to avoid confusion. It is not that you write the first paragraph, leave 4 lines, write the second paragraph. No. Keep on writing. Okay? Do not include your own version or understanding. It is not used. You have to write whatever has been given in the passage. Use abbreviation 4 to 10. Make your note more memorable by adding colors, drawings and symbols. You can use this. Okay? And keep in mind not to use the sentences. Drop as much as pronouns, articles, prepositions, anything which is less important in the sentence, you may drop it. Okay? Don't use unnecessary words. Keep it small, keep it brief, write in phrases. Okay? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear to
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
Now come to
Yes,
summary.
ma'am.
Summary carries 4 marks. 4 marks for, it has been changed this year, I think, again, 5 and 3. See, it was 5 and 3, 5 for note making, 3 for summary, but last year it was changed to 4 and 4. This year again, I am seeing it has been changed to 5 and 3. Okay, 5 for note making, 3 for summary. Summary is equally important. Okay, what you have to do is don't use the sentences that has been given in the passage. Forget that. Forget the passage. Don't look at the passage. In 80 words, you can expand whatever notes you have prepared. Okay? The notes that you have prepared is only the important points. Right? It does not carry any unnecessary information. It is only the important point. Yes? Right or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? It is having only the important points. So if it is having only the important points, what you have to do is you have to expand those notes. The phrases that you have written, make your own sentences. And if you make your own sentences, they are going to be the 80 words that you need to make a summary. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Never go to the
Yes,
paragraph.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, never go to the passage to write the summary. Never. Because if the sentences are similar, you are going to face problem. No one will give the marks. I have given a solved example. Okay, this is the solved example. Okay, this is EFF, effective. You can see this. Okay, now this is the keywords, abbreviation and meaning. Okay, 4 paragraphs have been given, so 4 headings, 4 subheadings. This is subheading. Okay, right? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you very clear? I'm also going to give an example. This is the summary. This is question for practice. I think 11th A has done it. 11th A has done it. Most of you have
Yes.
not done it. There are only few students who were at that time. I think 11 or 12 students were there. So I had to repeat this because this is very important question. Any problem anywhere? Do you have any problem? Do you have any problem?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Anyone? Yes. Yes, Krishnansh.
Problem, ma'am.
Any problem, Krishnansh?
No, ma'am.
Arpit?
No, ma'am.
No problem? See, when you write the keywords, on one side it should be abbreviation, the other side it should be meaning. Okay? So keep in mind how you are going to write it. Okay, this is very important because if you are not going to give this, you are not going to get full marks. So keywords are equally important. You have to include the abbreviations in your note making and you have to expand the abbreviations here. Okay? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Clear.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.